Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
How are you doing? Thank you so much for taking the time to, chat with me a little bit today. So tell me a little bit about yourself and about the Boysen agency, and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay, so I have been an agent for almost 10 years. Um, I got into becoming an agent kind of by accident. I actually went to college to be an accountant, a CPA.
I love it.
And it wasn't, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite thing to do. Um, and then I've got two girls, and one of them wanted to be in the industry. And finally, I let her get involved.
Yeah.
And the person, her agent that she was with, needed someone to help him with his growing agency. And
Okay.
he brought me along and helped. He trained me and helped me, understand more about the industry. And
Right.
I fell in love with it.
Yeah. Several students, of mine, I guess about 3 years ago, ended up signing with her through self-submission, right? And I think at that time, about 2 or 3 years ago, is when I first heard the name. And so I've always been kind of curious. And they're auditioning. You guys are getting them. You know, you guys are keeping them busy. Um,
Right.
how long has she been, or how long has Boysen been around?
3 years.
You guys,
Huh?
you guys are based here in Houston?
Houston and Austin. And
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And so, and do y'all primarily, do you represent just Houston actors, or is that even a thing for y'all? Is that even an
No, we represent talent across the U.S.
right?
We have a lot of Texas, um, of course, and Oklahoma. We have quite a few across the U.S.
Okay, awesome.
agency.
Oh, fantastic. Okay,
Yeah, we represent commercial, TV, film, voiceover, and commercial print.
yeah, you run the gamut. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So, what was one of the things that led y'all to decide to join the panel of the other agents on May 2nd?
Well, I like to meet new talent. I like to meet new people. I like to do networking with the people in the industry. I think it's very important that all of us network together.
I think it's just really fantastic that y'all agreed, to sit on a panel together, because
Yeah,
we've got Dallas, we've got Linda McAllister in Dallas, we've got Cindy at Pastorini Bosby, who I'm going to talk to on Wednesday, and then we had Sarah, who is, I think she said Conroe, and now we've got you guys at Boysen that are going to be, Houston and Austin. That's a lot. That's some power right there. That's some strength,
yeah,
right? And you guys are the ones that receive those first calls. You guys are the ones that send us our opportunities. Y'all are the ones that they keep that motor kind of running, because without y'all, we wouldn't be able to work, right?
right.
To a very real degree, because we wouldn't know about the jobs. It's a lot harder to get jobs on your own. And so I think it's really great that you guys are all going to sit down together for the betterment of Texas talent, and specifically Texas actors.
Right.
Really quickly, one thing, we've got people, we don't just want to reach out to people who are not represented, right? We want to reach out to people who are maybe represented and not moving forward, or not for whatever reason they're not booking. How do you think that this panel might help those actors who are already represented, but just not booking? And remember, Beth Sepko is going to be there, right? So they're going to be in front of all of you guys and Beth. How do you hope that maybe we can maybe give them that final push to make a change that's going to significantly
Well,
affect their career?
I hope that if someone comes in front of the panel and we give them direction or what we see that they might want to change, or something like that,
Yeah,
that they will be able to take the direction and move forward with it.
yeah, and apply it. Yeah,
Yeah, because I really do think that every talent that I've met has something to bring to the table. Everyone has something different about themselves
yeah,
that makes them special or different enough that might catch a casting director's eye,
yeah,
or a role that they would fit,
yeah,
would that they might fit better than someone else.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So if they could take that direction and
And
either
apply it.
learn from it and just make themselves better and
Yeah,
continue education continue learning the craft and just persevering.
Yeah.
It's a journey. You just can't stop when you get disappointed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep going. And
Yeah. And
someday,
sometimes it's just hearing that you're doing everything right and hang in there.
right,
Because this, another thing I tell everybody is that this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. I mean, for some people it is, but the odds are not in our favor that it's going to be us just because it's a numbers game. There's so many actors out there. But sometimes you're doing the right thing and it's just a matter of it's coming, it's coming. You got to hang in there.
yeah,
And I
yes,
think it's great to hear from the professionals. Nice job.
yeah,
Stay with it.
right,
That's like that
right,
motivates you because as actors, we're out here sometimes when we don't get a job or whatever, and we're like, what did I do wrong? Like, who do you ask? You can't just call up the casting director and say, hey, wait, why didn't I get that? Right?
right, right.
Yeah.
And
So,
sometimes it's not anything they did wrong. It's just a different, that they're looking for something different.
yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah. And
Yeah,
you got to keep going. This is when you find out if it's your passion. There's a lot going on in film. I'm hearing from everybody, a lot going on in Texas specifically, right? And obviously nationwide because, the auditions are coming. How do y'all feel about the current state after the pandemic now that things are opening up? Are you guys motivated about it? Does it look good on your end?
I think it looks really good. I think
Yeah,
it started to open back up, especially in Texas
right.
and some of the states that are not open yet. Um, their production companies are trying to come here.
Oh, wow. That's
That's what I've heard,
super cool.
that some of them want to come here
Yeah,
because we're open,
yeah,
and our casting directors and production companies in the area have learned how to deal with COVID and work within the guidelines.
yeah.
Everyone will be safe.
Yeah, that is great news. That's really, really great news. Because I know I was hearing from a lot of actors that maybe, I know we kind of have heard the story about how during COVID things didn't slow down. A lot of people got really busy, and that's fantastic. But that's a select few. So for the other ones who might have gotten disillusioned or whatever because they weren't working, and now it's kind of maybe you were just getting there, and then everything stops, and now it's like,
Right.
how do I get that back again?
Yeah.
Again, I think this is just it's an opportunity to be able to jump in, make sure that you've got everything that you need, and then show your best and get some positive feedback, knowing that hey, the opportunities are out there. Make some investments, or you're doing everything right, hang in there, kind of thing. So because there's a lot of stuff coming, hopefully, right?
Right.
A lot of stuff going on.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So I mean, is there anything that you want to let people know about Boysen in particular? A lot of actors are kind of like, who do I submit to? What should I do?
The Boysen agency as a whole, we work really well together. We work together as a team. We want the agents and the talent to all work together, communicate, which I think is what Patricia and I have done. We communicate really well. We work well together. We like the fact that the talent will communicate if they
Yeah,
need something to email us.
yeah,
We work around the clock a lot of times on the weekends and everything just to make sure submissions are in, or if they need anything,
yeah,
questions, if that we could answer. So I think we've done well, and it shows that we have in the past. I mean, even during COVID, we had bookings and auditions.
that's
So,
awesome. Yeah,
and it's been incredible because we didn't know really what to expect when
yeah,
COVID
nobody did.
hit, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so several months of just talking about the industry and seeing what we could do differently to help the talent get work during COVID. So
yeah. And well, y'all did a great job because you've come out on the other side. And like I said, I know a lot of the talent that y'all represent, and definitely they're talking about auditions and things like that. So thank you, thank you for
yeah,
them. And I'm honestly super excited to have you guys there, just as another voice, right? Another option, so that we can kind of keep Texas film moving and keep our actors motivated and
right,
not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera as well. It's good to know that work is coming, because I think that's the big thing for all of
yeah.
us. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, say hi to Patricia for me. I hope to meet her in person one day, and I look forward to
Okay.
seeing you. Do you have a website or a social media account, or in case people want to know a little bit more about Boysen?
Our website is boysentalent.com.
Yeah, okay. We'll send them there. All right, Michelle. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
All
Nice
right.